I guess it's a good thing that we have the medicine we have, or else we would be really in trouble, and Grace would probably be in the hospital right now because of them.
You hit the record rate already, right? It's recording.
Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
It's one of them days, guys. One of them weekends. We have 3 big whammies. Mm-hmm. But truthfully, I mean, everybody's still alive, so thank God for that. Mm-hmm. It's not that big of a whammy. It's just really, really knock you out at the kneecaps whammies.
Yeah.
So first one, let's share. I guess we'll tell about Grace later, just because it's an ongoing saga. Let's just say right now, in the very beginning, she has pneumonia again. We'll explain. But you got electrocuted.
I did. I got electrocuted. Thankfully, I still have all my hair. It's... Should I show?
Well, you got to tell.
Okay, so I was out setting up a stock tank water heater.
We're getting ready for another cow baby.
Right. We're getting ready for another cow. Dottie is getting ready to have her calf. And so we're removing the one calf, Wellington, to his new stall so that we can kind of separate him away from honey, and then start bottle feeding him, and then start bottle feeding the other calf when it arrives.
But it's supposed to be in the 20s the rest of the week.
Yeah, for a high. And we're expecting to get a foot of snow. Actually 10 to 25 inches starting on Sunday morning. So
we're setting up a new place that's warm for babies, and if mama has to go into cow labor, well then she's got a place to do it that's safe and out of the way.
Exactly.
And you were setting up the heater, the water heater bucket.
Yep, I was setting up the water heater bucket so that the water didn't freeze, because then it's useless. And I picked up the stock tank heater out of the water to go and move it, and it came in contact with my right hand, and it grounded out. Sparks flew, like lots and lots. It was like a firecracker went off in my hand. And so I've got some...
She got electrocuted and burned.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, it was awesome. No, it really wasn't. It felt like my hand was on fire until midnight or after last night.
You got a nice little...
I have, yeah, it's so pretty.
Well,
I won't show you.
You don't have to.
No.
It when you stick your hand in water for way too long and gets all pickled like that, imagine that, but like darkened and wrinkled and blackish.
Yeah, that's what it
The good news, though, is that none of the skin broke. No,
there's no huge
real
blisters.
blistering.
There's some little blistering, but it's not bad. It's not, the skin is not dead. I can still feel it. There's blood flow to it.
We got it treated pretty quick.
Yeah. So I basically had it on in ice water.
Right away, all night long. Even then, when we went to bed, I put it on an ice pack, because that was the only way it would feel like it was not on fire. Well, that, and you got one of those latex gloves that on and off, you had moringa oil, but you also had aloe vera, and that helped a lot. Yeah, and you have a little clip of showing it from last night. I'm not going to bother with that, just because things were chaotic, and we're actually explaining it better than the video showed it. Yeah, to be truthful, I was in a lot of pain. How are you feeling now? I feel fine. It doesn't hurt nearly. I can touch it. It's tender, but it's not on fire. I'm not kidding. It felt like there was a fire on my hand, and it wouldn't go away unless I put it in ice water. And I'll say this, just because we take burns very seriously. Yeah. I burned my knuckle just by bumping it into our wood burning stove, and it instantly cauterized, and it was like when you go right straight through the meat. Yeah, that was a 3rd degree burn. That's not what she had. It was like, I think that her muscles seized up pretty good, but I can still move my hand. I won't show you just because it's not pretty. It looks like
old.
Yeah. It looks.
But we did call. We looked at all. We looked all the stuff up. We called. Let me tell you what. Some of the dumbest websites in the world are what to do with an electrical burn. I kid you not. Out of like the top few, the first few paragraphs are what is electricity, and how does it work?
It's just dumb.
It's like that's not what I need right now.
Those websites are talking to 5-year-olds. That's
When
that's really
somebody
what it
is wounded, they don't need to know
I need
electrons
specifics.
flow.
I need specifics. I don't need to figure out how it happened or what caused it.
Back in 1900, Nikolai Tesla and the electron flow not really important right now. What's really right important right now is how to deal with this.
Right.
So there's thing one.
There's thing two.
Thing two is a bad thing. Worse, unfortunately.
Yeah.
As you know, our daughter Grace, she was a preemie, born a pound and 15 ounces. When we lived in Ohio, she was in and out of all children's hospital a lot for pneumonia. Because she'd get a little bit of something into her lungs and she would aspirate and then she'd be sick.
Yep.
And sometimes real close to heaven's door.
Yep.
And
2009, she had a really bad aspiration pneumonia case where we were in the children's hospital in Cincinnati for 21 days, and in the PICU was 2 weeks of that. So
that's scary stuff.
That one was scary. Her oxygen level went down to 65. She was not doing well at all. That was a bad one. That was the worst one.
I don't have a whole lot of good to say about the doctors that were there because they were throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping to see if anything would stick. They were literally experimenting, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh, that could send me into
I might throw this camera into the snow. Yeah. So, staying on target. Yes, Grace, unfortunately, for the first time in a long time, has had pneumonia, and we found out she basically snuck a sugary drink because.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. It kills me that
yeah, right.
She sees everybody else eating and she sees everybody else drinking, and the only thing that she can ever have is tiny little sips of water.
Right.
And I as much as I'm angry about her getting sick,
right.
I understand that she wants to be like everybody else, but she did it. She confessed.
Right. See, the thing with Grace, we've had many swallow studies, so I know folks are going to say, got our swallow study. Yeah, no, we've had many.
Lots.
We've had a dozen of swallow studies, and the thicknesses that she can handle are very small amounts of thickened foods, like pudding thickness. And
not now.
No, but thin liquids she cannot handle very easily.
Just dribbles right down.
It goes right down. She doesn't protect her airway very well. The muscles in her body just don't do it very well. So when she takes a thin liquid like a sugary drink, then that's when a problem can arise. So we have said, no, I'm sorry, you can't have sugary drinks. But you can have water. Water is safe in small amounts.
So she did
so
it.
she had a small drink. She's a kid. She just wants to taste like everybody else. We don't blame her. We don't blame her. But these instances of taking small tastes cause a bigger problem for weeks on end. So we're heading into. This is the second week that we've been going through this, and and I'm not angry at her at all. I'm angry
my heart
that
breaks
it's
happening,
for her.
but
I'm
it's
angry
not,
that it's
I'm not
happening.
mad at her.
I'm not angry at her. I'm saddened that it's she's having to go through this. So anyhow, we're dealing with.
We fortunately had medicine.
Fortunately, we had some albuterol in the house to where we could get started with it. That and colloidal silver, we were piggybacking both. Not piggybacking. What am I trying to say? We were alternating between albuterol and colloidal silver just to help with that. So.
And just so you guys know, this is not our first rodeo. This is like our 15th rodeo.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're self-diagnosing something that we don't understand. At all. Oh, we've already actually talked to the doctors, and they're like, well, have you done this?
Well,
and we're like, we're doing it right now.
Okay, and I have taken a course so we have been learning about how to take care of her since she was born. And so when she was in the NICU, I said, okay, I need you to teach me so that I can take care of her,
So we've
because
been doing it.
you're not coming home with me, lady. Anyway, sorry, the NICU nurses.
And they were very cool.
They were very cool. They're like, okay, yes, you are a proactive mom. You need to know how to do this, so we will teach you. They taught me how to listen to her lungs for crackling and wheezing. They showed me how to put a pulse ox on her to get the rate reading. They showed me how to
All of it.
They showed me how to do all of it. Showed me how to take care of it.
Change the tubes,
Right.
change the buttons,
I
change
know how to
the
do it.
this, do the that.
Right.
And don't say diagnose,
No.
because you can't say that, but
No.
we
I
know
what's going on.
We know to look
Right.
for.
Right. So the first instance when I saw that her oxygen level, we hear coughing. Okay, let's check. We listen. We hear wheezing on the lower right lobe, and her oxygen level was at 90%. Okay, it's time to start taking care of this, because she normally stays around 98, 99, 100%. So when it's a below 95, that's when we take action. So, hi, Kitty.
Jed's here. She wanted some camera time.
Filthy.
All that
Anyway.
to say that Grace we had her back in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They took care of her. We got the medicine that we needed, but then we did not. And we don't need to go into all of it. We really don't, because it's what do they call those things? A poop show?
Major
Okay, I did not mean
show.
to incite
I'm
you
just
to cursing.
livid about the whole thing, because we're dealing with absolute.
Mom, relax. We got it handled, but it's not all the way handled.
No.
We're almost there. They were basically going to let her not have any medicine at all from Thursday afternoon till Monday. And they were just like, I don't know, hands are tied. And
I have a few choice words for these folks. Let's just say
let's just say Christa handled it, and we have enough.
in a kind way, I might add. I was nice.
If this is nice, I don't.
No, not on here.
Not to me.
On the phone.
Not to you.
No, stop. On the phone, I was nice, but I was pointed. I was directly saying.
The
this
word of the
needs to
day
be get taken care of.
is
This needs
terse.
Terse.
Terse, not turds.
I know you didn't say turds.
T.
Terse. I know what you said.
Just, I'll
No.
get you the dictionary.
I was pointed. Shh. That's not funny.
Hashtag homeschool. Thick was the kitty. So we have it handled, but we don't have it fully handled. Because right now, I think they basically did not fix the problem between the pharmacist and the doctor and the hospital, and then the second pharmacist.
Second pharmacy, yeah. Don't even think about
I think
jumping
the cat
on
is,
me.
is right there peeing.
She's getting ready to jump on me.
She's going to jump on you.
No, stop.
She's looking at your coat thinking, that looks really furry.
She wants to jump over to me. She's like, no, don't do it,
she's
Jed.
getting ready to lunge.
Don't. She's...
Okay, so prayers for, first of all, Grace.
Yes.
Prayers for Mom's hand, please.
Yes.
Prayers that she doesn't go all woo-hoo and start having fun words with doctors and pharmacists and then her husband.
I just hope they don't send me a survey.
Who didn't do anything wrong except keep everybody on the rails.
Yeah. I'm not angry with you.
She's going off the rails on a crazy train is what I keep. And then, this is just a funny side note.
And then he makes me sit out here. It's 20 degrees. I'm freezing my rear end off.
And to top it all off, we're scrolling through the radio stations on the way home. And wouldn't you know it, every song on the radio, every third song, all Def Leppard.
It was ridiculous.
All Def Leppard all the time. I mean, and I'm not against Def Leppard. You can Def Leppard it. You know what? Pour sugar all over whatever you want. I don't want to have anything to do with it. They like that. They're very sweets drinkers over there in Great Britain. They, you know, hey, whatever. They like to pour the sugar. But it was that not funny?
It was ridiculous.
Out of the hour trip, there had to be 6 Def Leppard songs.
Oh, I think it was more than that. But it was ridiculous. I mean, we were driving for an hour.
You know what?
Anyway.
Rock of Ages, that's all I gotta say.
What are you doing, Kat?
All right, we gotta go deal with pharmacies.
Yeah,
so
well, you only said 2 of the things. Well, you guys saw the
they're
third
combined.
thing.
What was
the third thing was the candle.
Oh.
Basically,
I wasn't even counting
practically
that.
set our house on fire. Don't buy candles from you know where. So
I was not even counting that when you're
No.
talking about Grace getting
No.
sick. That's like, okay, whatever.
No, I
we'll
know,
just build a
that's-
new house. It's no big deal.
it's no big deal.
Did anybody get hurt? No, we're good.
No, I know.
All right, that said.
That said, we're going. I'm cold,
See ya.
man. Let's go inside.